Your Royal Highness, Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Ministers, Your Excellency First Ladies, all our distinguished visitors and friends from across the globe, Karibuni Nairobi, Karibu Kenya, welcome to Nairobi. Today, thousands gather here in Nairobi from over 100 countries, dozens of international organizations, over 200 civil society groups, and many leaders from private sector. I really do believe that the reason so many of us have convened in Nairobi is because we recognize that by advancing people's rights, in particular women's rights, their choices, and their well-being, this is the path to prosperous and resilient societies. Indeed, as many an African proverb has said, that women are the backbone of the family and indeed the bedrock of a nation. And because our women are the gatekeepers to family health, they exert such a powerful influence on intergenerational outcomes for their children. Empowering women essentially empowers all our families. It empowers our societies. It empowers our nations, and it empowers the world. This was one of the essence of the first International Conference on Population Development that was held in Cairo in 1994. The conference highlighted the linkages between population, poverty reduction, and sustainable development. It emphasized the value of investing in women and girls, both as an end in itself, but also as a key to improving the quality of life for everyone. Targets were set to reduce poverty and achieve sustainable development, increase access to education, achieve sexual and reproductive health, reduce infant and child mortality rates, reduce the maternal mortality rate, and also eliminate harmful gender practices. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to once again rededicate ourselves to the commitments made in Cairo. We are here to celebrate progress made in the last 25 years and to make new commitments to complete the unfinished agenda. As we do so, let us bear in mind the fact that the most important participants in this summit are actually not in this conference. And you may be wondering who I am referring to. I am referring to the 1 in 5 women from all corners of the world that this year alone will experience gender-based violence, most likely from someone who is close to them. The 800 women and girls who die every day during pregnancy or childbirth, and the 4 million girls who every year have to endure the painful and traumatic effects of female genital mutilation. We are talking about the more than 33,000 girls who are married off every day before the age of 18 and the millions of unemployed youth with limited hope for their future. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let us deliberate over the next 3 days, and let our deliberations be guided by the needs, the aspirations, and the unrealized potential of those individuals who are not here. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that since the landmark agreement made in Cairo in 1994, there has been significant, though uneven, progress in many key areas. Today, nearly 1 billion fewer people are living in extreme. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I just want to reaffirm Kenya's commitment to the noble ideals of the ICPD program of action, in line with the framework of our Constitution, our national, social, cultural values and ethos, and in this regard, Kenya commits to doing the following over the next decade to achieve the goals of the ICPD program of action. The first is to enhance the country's population and development programs through increased budgetary allocations, efficient implementation of programs and projects, and integration of population issues into the formulation, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of all policies, programs relating to sustainable development at national, county, and sub-county levels by the year 2030. 2, to ensure that all citizens attain the highest possible standard of health, and this will entail elimination of the following preventable maternal and newborn mortality: mother-to-child transmission of HIV, teenage pregnancy, and new adolescent and youth HIV infections by 2030. 3, improve support to older persons, persons with disabilities, orphans and vulnerable children by increasing the core social protection investment from 0.8% of gross domestic product to at least 2% over the next 10 years. 4, to enhance the capacity of relevant government institutions to increase availability and accessibility to high-quality, timely, and reliable population and related data at national, county, and sub-county levels, disaggregated by income, gender, age, ethnicity, migratory status, disability, and geographic location by 2030. 5, to harness the demographic dividend through investment in health and citizen well-being, education and skill training, employment creation and entrepreneurship rights and governance, and empowerment of young people by 2022, as outlined in Kenya's demographic dividend roadmap. 6, to attain universal basic education by ensuring 100% transition of pupils, including those with special needs and disabilities, from early learning to secondary education. And in addition, the country will enhance the quality of basic education by fully implementing our competency-based curricula. 7, to improve the employability and life skills of our young people by enhancing quality and relevance of technical vocational education and training in partnership with industries and private sector. Seven, fully implement the competency-based curriculum so that learners are equipped with relevant competencies and skills from an early stage for sustainable development by 2030. 9, to eliminate female genital mutilation by 2022. In addition, the country will eliminate all forms of gender-based violence and harmful practices by 2030 through the strengthening of coordination mechanisms and addressing social, cultural norms that propagate these practices. 10, to ensure universal access to quality reproductive health services, including prevention and management of gender-based violence in humanitarian and fragile contexts by 2030. And 11, to track, monitor the implementation of ICPD25 Nairobi Summit commitments through the National Council for Population and Development in the State Department for Planning, provided that the commitments are in keeping with Kenya's Constitution, socio-cultural values, and national ethos. Ladies and gentlemen, these are my and Kenya's commitment to accelerate the promises made in Cairo 25 years ago. I thank you.